fans are singing along with Bryson Stott's walk-up music.
Everybody standing here at Citizens Bank Park. Sanchez to the belt.
Breaking ball, hit in the air, center field.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Christopher Sanchez, for the first time in the big leagues, has thrown a complete game shutout.
Harper looks at Arcia again as he goes around the second base.
And it's turned into the Bryce Harper game.
The game's tied. Castellanos in the third. Dusty is waving him home. Here's the relay to the plate. There'll be no throw. Phillies leading. Breaking ball blasted. Game is tied. Castellanos for the Phillies. And it's a brand new game. And the Phillies close out the National League East. They are the champions of 2024.
Alrighty, Chase Nation, welcome into our first postseason edition of the Quit Chasin' Show. We are a little cheeky, a little irreverent, and always unqualified. We are a Philadelphia Phillies fueled show that often drifts into topics of pop culture, current events, or whatever else might be on our mind. We already watched 162, so you didn't have to. But now we're in the postseason. Watch the games, because soon enough, you'll only be stuck with basketball, football, and hockey until March. I'm Alex Kruger, and coming in from the top rope is Danny Gerb. Danny, say hi to the folks.
Oh, yeah. Better the second time around. Hey, everyone. How you doing tonight, Alex?
You know what, Danny? I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Third time's a charm. That was the first time I didn't fumble during my intro, so I'm feeling good. How are you feeling, my man?
Cautiously nihilistic.
Cautiously nihilistic, as the perfect of millennial sizes.
That's the saying, right? That's the saying.
I'm here for it. I like it. We are on the precipice of the postseason starting. We know that we are facing the defending world champion Dodgers in the NLDS. We've got 5 games to prove that we can beat them, 3 of them. Let's see what happens. But Danny, we can't quite get to that. We can't.
No, we cannot.
Because we have to get to the end of the season that was first. So what do you say? I'm just going to blow through the scores, a little bit of commentary, and then we're going to get through this. Yeah?
Sure. So I don't interrupt you. I'll get it out now. Nola Gem.
Nola Gem. It happens from time to time. All righty, folks. I'm going to go through the Arizona, Miami, and Minnesota series in quick succession. First up, we have Philadelphia 8, Arizona 2. Philadelphia 3, Arizona 4. Philadelphia 2, Arizona 9. Arizona isn't in the playoffs. Our bats were kind of cold, and though we clinched the division, we still had the number 1 seed to play for. Next up, Miami 6, Philadelphia 5 in 11. Miami 1, Philadelphia 11. Miami 0, Philadelphia 1. Luzardo and Buehler made phenomenal starts. Louis Trevino blew an exceptionally irritating extra inning game, and the Marlins won't be in the playoffs, so why dwell? Minnesota 3, Philadelphia 1. Minnesota 5, Philadelphia nothing. Minnesota 1, Philadelphia 2 in 10 innings. Casty walked it off for the final win of the season. Nola looked like an ace, which is going to make folks queasy in the playoffs. And don't look now, but Ranger got rocked in his last 2 starts. But hey, regular season is officially done. Now it's time for the final exams. Will the boys ace them? Or are we going to be forced to listen to 24 hours of Eagles talk in a week instead of the standard 23.5 hours we are getting while the Phils are alive? Danny, that's the end of the season. We are the number 2 seed.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yes, it was great. Well, the end of the season, man, we did it. We did 162. I really appreciated a drunk Phillies fans post after the 10th inning win of the last game where it said it took them 162 games to figure out that bunt the guy over, sack fly him in is how you win an extra innings. And like, geez.
Who'd have thunk?
Very astute call by them.
Who'd have thunk? But the level of chase that Casty had even to hit that ball to get that guy in was unparalleled. All right, man. So we've been talking. We are through the regular season. We're into the postseason. There's a lot of different ways to look at this. There's the positive outlook. There's the negative outlook. We're facing the Dodgers. So maybe that's scary. Maybe that's not. Like, all right. So I sent you the write-up of the Dodgers versus Phillies season this year. Did you read it at all?
Yeah, I did.
That makes me so happy. Thank you so much. And
I didn't read the red one because I had figured it was
a moot point.
Yes.
And honestly, the Red series was kind of worse than the not Red series, the Dodgers series is. So what was your takeaway from the Dodgers series at that point?
Nothing. Because that first series was so early in the season.
April.
Like Yeah. Yeah. What was your takeaway?
My takeaway was, either way, we took 2 of 3. The second series, they scored more runs than we did. Like they scored 16 runs, we scored 15 runs. We scored them in a bunch in one of the games. So, I don't know. I don't think either team actually learned a lot from the other team in the 6 games they played this season. And there's some weird stats, like a Harper team is 14-5 against an Ohtani team or something crazy like that. Like, I don't really know. This is going to be an interesting series, and more so than whatever comes out of the Braves / Padres / Cubs series, these are the 2 best teams in the NL. I say what you will about the Brewers. These are the 2 best teams in the NL, and they're going to slug it out for this one.
I agree with you. So that final series was closer than the one in April. I mean, you had bets turning it back on. You saw an Ohtani start. So that is what we are going.
But interestingly enough, the Phillies clinched the division in the LA series, which was great. And then they won the hangover game. So those were 2 of the 3 wins, which means the third game was kind of like the secondary. Like they wanted to prove they weren't going to lose the hangover game, but they lost the second hangover game, which I think is fair. They wanted to prove they weren't going to lose the hangover game, but like, all right, we're going to give away the next one. And then that's how the Dodgers got 5-0 against us and like really bolstered the run differential. But when it comes down to it, man, there's only 2 ways to look at it. There's the devil you know, there's the angel you hope for. And I think the best way to preview this Dodgers-Phillies series might be for you and I to take the angel and the devil approach, i.e., you tell me why the Phillies aren't going to win this series. I'm going to say why the Phillies are going to win this series. And let's have a open-hearted debate while we discuss it. What do you think?
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So should I, as the angelic presence, go first?
I feel that's how do they do it in the cartoons?
You know what? I feel like first the devil tempts you and then the angel comes in to guilt you. Like it's always the devil tempting you first. And then the angel comes in to be the conscience. It's never the conscience first, and then the devil saying, yeah, but wait a minute. It's always the devil saying, like, yo, man, you got to do this joint. And then the angel says, yeah, but wait a minute.
Okay, then I'll go first.
All right, good deal. We really dissected this trope. This is great.
No, you're right. I think it always is like the little, no, eat the cake.
Eat the donut, Homer. Eat the donut. Yeah.
Exactly.
I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer.
The Dodgers lead. I was trying to look for a voice effect. I couldn't find one. The Dodgers lead the league against lefty pitching, and we are rolling out the 3 lefties.
Okay. That is it's a great stat. It really is. I don't have much to say. Now, if I remember correctly, and I'm actually going to scroll through this, but we did not did we give the Phillies or did we give the Dodgers our best pitchers when we faced them recently? Like, did they see our lefties or no?
They did.
Oh, shit. But we beat them. We beat them in 2 out of 3 games. So, okay. Yeah, you're right.
They hit Ranger around.
Right. They did hit Ranger around. That is true.
Yeah.
But this is also kind of Ranger the last 2 years in that he comes into this game like coming into the postseason. He's been kind of like, but postseason Ranger shows up. And I like that. I do.
Okay.
So what do you
got? That was your angel?
No, that was your devil. That was just me disagreeing with your angel. Mine is the Philadelphia universe likes it when people says it ain't us. And here's the thing. I think coming into this series, a lot of people are going to say it ain't us. And if there's one thing that was missing last year, it's that everyone said we're supposed to beat the Mets. We're the better team, blah, 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 blah. And then we didn't. Against the Arizona Diamondbacks, we were supposed to beat them. That was what it was supposed to be. But against the Braves, every time we came up against them this run, we were not supposed to win that series. And we feed off that attaboy Harper, the bat slam against Strider, Bedlam at the bank. All of that stuff is to say, you put us up against the defending world champions, against Shohei, MF, and Ohtani, and I think that's going to fuel us in a way that we have not seen since 2022, because we have honestly not not been favored since 2022. So that's my Angel take. We like it when they say it ain't us.
I don't know if that is correct. So hate the trope, love the attitude. I think they were favored in 23 and not in 20.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. We are not good when we are favored.
Oh, I see. I
We are
misheard
better
you.
as
Yeah,
underdogs. Yes. We like it when people
Sure.
say it ain't us. So against the Dodgers,
sure.
maybe they'll have that big dick energy and bring out the slug.
Dodgers starting rotation. The Dodgers starting rotation in the month of September has a combined ERA of 1.75 or 1.78, something like that. Sub two. My question to you, as the devil on the shoulder: what do the Phillies do under pressure against good pitching?
You know what I'm going to say to you, Danny? First off, they
what?
chase and they
Do.
press and they hack, as that
They
one
do.
dude said. But
Hack.
you know what's funny? You say in the month of September they have this amazing ERA. Guess what?
I don't say it. The numbers say it.
And Philadelphia scored 15 runs in 2 games in the month of September off of the Dodgers. So all I'm saying is like that's a great stat for them, but like it didn't actually do anything for us. So cool. That's all the other crappy teams. Like who did they play in September then? Were they playing the Marlins and the Rockies or something? I'm not necessarily going to say that I give a crap because we actually played legitimate playoff teams in the final couple of weeks leading into. I mean, not the Marlins.
Yeah,
the
they
Twins,
played the
but-
Padres. They played the Diamondbacks coming down the stretch. They played people in it.
All right. Well, you know what? We scored runs versus them, so couldn't care less.
Okay.
All right. My number 2 Angel thought is our bullpen closes. Wow. Let me try that again. Our bullpen closes while their bullpen leaks. If we can get to the bullpen game within the right moments, there's no doubt in my mind. And what better playoff moments are made than in those extra seconds? And you got to think about it. Harper feeds off of those relievers. He really does, especially in October. That's when our guys tend to stand up. That's when like our big names do show up. It is what it is. Who knows what Harrison Bader is going to do for us in October? And everyone and their mother said it, but I'll say it too. Otto Kemp's going to most likely, if given the opportunity, have a magical October moment. So I'm not worried from the 6th to the 9th if we have kept it within reason. If it's within 2 runs, there's a damn chance. And I'm not turning it off and I'm not believing.
I like that. I just, I worry. Teoscar Hernandez comes alive during the postseason.
Did you see that error he had last night? You see that boneheaded error?
The 2 knocks he had in the game 1? Like,
you see the 2 knocks Kyle had a couple days ago? Like, we can play this all day, bro. We can play this all damn day. Here's the thing. These are the 2 best teams in the National League. They are very heavily matched. It's superstars versus superstars. It's just going to come down to who's hungrier. And I hope we're hungrier without being desperate. If we can be hungrier without being desperate, we will win this series.
I'm with you. My worry is, again, Teoscar Hernandez historically comes to life in the postseason, and it looks like he's following suit again so far in the limited games that we've seen.
Ranger Suarez comes alive in the postseason. Go on. I'll go I'll go tick for tick with you. Go ahead.
Sure. Mookie Betts is coming back to life. He's looking, he's looking
Nick
like
Castellanos eats NLDSs alive. Yeah, I just went Mookie Betts for Casty. What do you think about that?
I mean,
Freddie Freeman, I got you a Bryce Harper. Okay, cool.
Of shit for breakfast. I'm just saying, yeah, you can't go 6 scoreless against this offense, especially in the post, and
sure you can.
Just wait out the bullpen. Not to mention, no, hold on. Not to mention, like
keep it within 2.
We already saw how do you say the Sayaki came out of the bullpen against the Reds. We already saw that that Sheenan dude was warming up. Like they moved some guys into the pen that gave them fits. Like, it's not the same pen that we saw, or it won't be the same pen that we saw.
Really, because they gave up a ton of runs in 2 games anyways. They gave up a ton of runs against a very Reds offense.
I'm not saying it's their weak. I'm not saying it's not their weak spot, because it's their weak spot. I'm just saying it's not as weak. it's not going to be as weak as it was before, and you definitely can't, get 6 hit lists from Ohtani. If you do that, you're not winning the game, man.
I would have agreed with you if they hadn't just done that. And I know it's October, and I know October's different, but it's also the Phillies. It's also the Dodgers. Like, this is going to and maybe here's 2 things I'm thinking of. Number 1, maybe I'm still a little punch drunk in love with facing the Dodgers because of the 08 and 09 postseasons when we just absolutely mentally broke them each time. And it was glorious and delightful, and I loved it. And I'm just still riding high off of that.
In case of emergency, use the stairs.
Ew. But we just did this with the Braves. Again, we were the Braves to the Mets, but we are the Phils to the Braves of the Dodgers. Like, the Dodgers are the ones that are supposed to come in and spank us and are supposed to be better and supposed to be more complete. We're the ones that are supposed to go cold and supposed to not rise to the occasion. And when that was the case with us versus Atlanta, it flip-flopped. So I've seen it before in 2 straight postseasons. There's no reason for me not to believe I'm going to see it again this year.
It's the postseason. I think it happened. We're just doing a little devil angel thing here.
Damn right. I think we did a great job of it. So I got to ask you, serious prediction, man. Call it out. I'll go first, man. I'm going Phillies in 4. Phillies are taking it in 4. What you got, Dano?
That's tough. I think it goes the distance, and I think it goes 5, and I think it's the Phils. If they're so good, how come they're not in Brooklyn?
Whoa. That's a great call. All right, Danny. We're somehow only 16 minutes into this episode. Do you even want to bother with an ad break or go straight to the bits?
Let's just go to it, man. Let's
keep
do
rolling.
it.
Yeah, I'm here for it. All right. So that brings us then, folks, to Media Stables. I'll go first. So I wasn't going to have a Media Stables. When we started this agenda this morning, I wasn't going to have a Media Stables. And then inexplicably, when I was on my lunch break, I read an Entertainment Weekly article in which Haley Williams, formerly of Paramore, just released a solo album. And she said that the artist in question, that she said the racist country singer's bar, was Morgan Wallen. And that made me so happy because I think Morgan Wallen
she
is trash.
She talks smack about him often.
So much. And I think he's such garbage that I was like, all right, I got to hear this song. So I listened to her new album, and bro, it's a bop. Like, this is a really good pop album. It's pop. It's not rock, but it's pop. And that led me down the wormhole of Paramore, and I'm 2 albums in, and like, Haley Williams is phenomenal and amazing, and the music that she makes is incredible. I love her to pieces. I cannot wait to continue going down this discography. But if you have not checked out Paramore or Haley Williams, and you are from the millennial emo angsty era, she's like the female equivalent and like answer to Brand New and Saves the Day and all of that like emo sad boy crap. Haley Williams like, okay, I got you, emo punk girl. Like, this is the punk girl that Avril Lavigne thought she was, and I love her for it. Tell me I'm wrong on that. Like, Avril Lavigne thought she was pop punk, but Haley Williams is pop punk.
Yeah. So the funny thing about Avril Lavigne, I've been listening to I've been hearing some of her stuff more often lately. And my takeaway every time I hear it is just like, Taylor did it better.
You know, and it's so funny that you say that because as I'm listening to this newest Haley Williams album, there's so many times I have to remind myself, like, this isn't Taylor Swift. That's right. Okay. All right. This isn't Taylor Swift. And here's the thing and this is how it all ties into T-Swizzle. Can't wait for tomorrow with that damn, like, dude, Midnight Tonight, bro. I am listening to that boy. But Taylor Swift is fascinating in that she has morphed her voice into so many different genres and styles that so many other female artists have picked up, whether it's Sabrina Carpenter, Haley Williams, etc., that like it all kind of ties into her. Kind of like a lot of early rock and roll would tie into the Stones and the Beatles because they were doing it first and everyone just morphed out of there. And you could argue the same thing with the Kinks and alternative rock, that the Kinks are the blueprint for every good alternative rock band that has come since. I would argue they all take a little bit from the Kinks. Like, Taylor Swift is that for female pop vocalists, that like she has inspired so many sounds because she keeps on reinventing herself. And like Haley Williams, to bring it all full circle, is a delightful pop rock singer, songwriter, artist. And I think more people should check her out.
I should be over all the butterflies. I'm into you, but I choked.
Who
that happens?
It does. It does.
I'm not a pro. That's why she's the pro. I'm into it.
Close.
I'm into you.
What do you
Yeah.
got for media stables, brother?
Yeah,
Or are you thinking Haley?
No, I'm actually I'm going back to your Kinks comp, and I'm trying to.
Tell me I'm wrong, brother.
Well, I
The
want
shins,
to.
all of
I
them.
just don't have an argument right now because I was not expecting.
Well, the Kinks have like 32 albums.
No,
and they all sound a
that's
little bit different. So, of course, they've kind of invented every single. They've done all of it. They have 32 freaking albums. Like the Kinks' discography would fill up a CD, a disc minder, man.
All right, you're right. Sure, for the sake of me not wanting to use my brain, the Kinks. I saw it on a few. I'm going to bring this back to the Phils because it's Red October, baby.
Love it.
I saw it on a few posts this year. And Alex, have you seen this before? Like I'm sure I'm sure there's stats that have always been kept, but I've seen it on multiple Philly sites this season that I've never seen before. The uniform win-loss records.
So yesterday I shared it to our Facebook page because I saw it and I was like, this is the coolest stat I've ever seen in my life. How come I've never seen this before? And because of who we are and what we've talked about over the years, that's such an us stat. So I'm really glad that you said that because, yeah, man, I've never seen that stat promulgated to the masses the way it was this year. And it's so good.
Right. I've never seen it before either. Like I said, you would hear during like the season, people would mention the stat, but like it coming all over the places. This, correct me if I'm wrong, people, but this is the first time that I saw it in my face. And you know what, Alex? I was actually going to fall on that sword for you and say, we put it up or I put it up that way. People wouldn't know that you commented on your own post.
Oh, no, I have no problem commenting on
Okay. All right. Well,
I have zero shame because when I'm speaking for the voice of Quit Chasin, I am trying to speak for both of us. And then, I also like to let people know where I stand so that if they're ever questioning, they know that I'm not Danny. Like, you and I have our own separate views and opinions. So I have no shame at all commenting on our own stuff, period.
Yeah. Instantly put it up and then instantly commented on it. But I was going to say I put it up to make you not look like a dweeb. But if you don't care.
Dude, I'll wear that dweeb crown very easily. Are you kidding me? Have you met me? Please.
So let's break this down. You want to break it down?
Let's do it, man. Oh my gosh.
All right. So in the Road Grays, they went 41-40. Just a bit over 500, right?
I mean, the slightest bit you could be. The only mathematical bit over 500 you could be. Yes.
Now, the rest of them just shows how good they were at home. In the pinstripes, 27-12.
Which makes sense. I would feel goofy and unconfident wearing those as well.
The Friday Night Thunder Guns would be the second place winner. They went 10-3. 6-1 in the powder blue throwbacks. And then
6-1 is impressive because powder blue Thursdays have not always been our friends.
No, they haven't. So
what's the cream
for the World Series? The Creams. That's what I was going to say. They're rivaling the Road Grays. They didn't play in them that much, but they too were just a shade over 500 at 12-10.
People do have some disdain for the Creams.
Honestly, though, since the new uniforms, they look awful.
That is super
yellow.
true. They're real bad.
Two seasons ago, they were my favorite. They were crisp and clean. The new, this new pea stained yellow that they're doing, those see-through, no. The new whoever it was, Fanatics, they did the creams dirty because they were originally one of my favorites.
Ironically, not dirty enough for the color scale.
So this is interesting, right? The 12-10, because I feel that those Sunday afternoon games, especially like the end of series Sunday afternoon games, were just losses all season long. So
we didn't get a lot of sweeps, right?
Yeah, the fact that they're actually 12-10 in them is, I find, it doesn't correlate with my recollection of them losing those Sunday afternoon games.
I mean, they still lost almost half of them. That's a lot of games to lose. So you're not crazy,
right?
Feeling
and they used them during the day games. They weren't all Sundays, but it just seems way higher for them losing every Sunday game, I assume. That's how I remember the season.
Let me be the biggest jackass in America and ask the question. But if they play a playoff game on a Thursday or a Friday, knowing what
would they eat themselves?
Shouldn't they? Real quick. No, we got to talk about the McDonald's Monopoly game being back. But anyways,
we'll get there. Sure.
All right. Probably. So anyways, if they play a Thursday or Friday game, wouldn't you support them wearing the powder blues or the Thunder Guns in the playoffs? How great would a playoff Thunder Gun game be?
So they didn't last season. That would be great. It would be great. But they did wear the powder blues in the World Series.
They did.
Thursday
You're absolutely
game.
right. You're right. So
it.
I would hope that they just follow their alignment. Now, I don't know if they don't have a Friday game this time around, this series, no matter what, I don't think. Might be cool as shit.
We might be the only two that are fans of the Friday Night Thunder Guns jersey over over 12. Right. I know.
It does feel that way. I just don't get it. It's a great font. Like, it's one of the hippest, coolest, like most like like alternate jerseys that I've seen. I don't understand anyone that has a problem with it. It's badass.
People don't like change. But also the Phillies are red. That was what every comment said when they debuted them. Anyways, where was I getting with this? As much as we may be the two proponents of that jersey over the age of 12, I still think if you were to display them in the post would be, I don't know. I wouldn't do
too much.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. I can respect that. But powder blue has a place.
They have a legacy.
Ain't that
they have a World Series win under them.
That's so true.
That's right.
God bless it. All right, shall we go
McDonald's?
I
want to hear this McDonald's. We're in media stables, man. That's what this is.
We are in media stables. I learned that the McDonald's Monopoly game is back for the month of October. So right now, the McDonald's Monopoly game is happening. Now, here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
I have done no research, but is there any chance in hell that I get an actual board and actual stickers to put on it? Or am I going to have to scan a QR code and do it onto an app and all that dumb bullshit, and it's not going to be real? Because I feel like I want to go and get a Big Mac after we're done recording to find out, and I'm going to be super disappointed if it's not like an 8x11 game board that I stick itty-bitty little pieces on like I did when I was in 7th grade.
Right.
So what do you think are the chances that they're fully nostalgic, or are they lazy nostalgia? What do you think?
They're lazy nostalgia. There's absolutely no chance you're getting on board with the stickers. And it's not real, and it wasn't real back then. You saw the lawsuit
we all saw the lawsuit, just like Supermarket Sweep. And there's always these little things. But I do want to go, and you know what, Chase Nation, maybe at 10 a.m. tomorrow, I will post my meal that I'm going to go get and let you know how it turned out. Because if there really is a board game, they're going to get my money. But if it's some QR app BS, this will be the only McDonald's meal I get.
Okay.
I love it.
I'm a sucker for a Big Mac, man.
Dude, I'm a sucker for a good Big Mac. I'm a sucker for a Monopoly game. I mean, it's a gift. It's a gift, man.
Nice. What a gift, Alex.
Let's get into what a gift, Danny. So, as a lot of you may know, I have a best friend named Matthew Pupo, and I mentioned many times he was getting married this year. Well, we just did that. P-U-P-O. We just did that this past weekend, and I was able to be there, groomsmen, there for a bunch of days, celebrate the day with them. And there's a piece of advice that was shared with me a long time ago that I would like to share with everyone else.
Don't spit into the wind.
Don't spit into the wind. But when the bride is walking down the aisle, instead of looking at the bride, look at the groom. Because when I looked at my best friend looking at his wife-to-be for the first time in her dress, I saw a man that was fully aware he was getting everything he's ever wanted since childhood. And it was the purest, most joyful thing. It's an image that will be burned into my brain for the rest of time. And I just think when you know a couple is in love, you're going to see the wife, okay? But check out the husband's initial reaction to seeing the wife, because that is where the true emotion comes from. So that's my biggest advice. That was my gift, was watching my best friend experience the absolute ultimate highest of highs, sharing in it with him, welcoming his wife as my sister. She is, dude, I got to tell you, Danny, like, I don't know if you met Jess yet or not, but she is the coolest cat that's ever been around. Like, she's a perfect addition to this little world that we're in. She's an amazing partner for Matt, like the best.
I have not met her, but I have heard that same exact sentiment from other people as well. So that's good to know, right? Good to hear.
Good to know. It's a universal truth. So yeah, man, that's my what a gift. Like just going to weddings, wedding seasons in general. What's your favorite? All right, let me ask you 2 questions, okay? Wedding related. Number 1, what is your favorite wedding pass around appetizer?
Wow, I don't know. Bacon wrapped shrimp.
Bacon wrap scallop for me, baby.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Bacon
So the
wrap
problem with
scallops
scallops is sometimes they're really good, and then sometimes they're so fishy they taste like appendicitis attack.
See, I really like really fishy, and I also like cilantro. So like I just got one of those weird palates. All right. Number 2. Your favorite song to dance to at a wedding. Or are you too cool to dance at a wedding?
Oh, too cool to dance.
Oh man, dude, I'll
we all
spend the
know that.
entire time on the dance floor. Kara and
So
I
he-
are the best wedding guests you could ask for. We spend the entire time dancing. We get people feeling comfortable. We just go. What you got?
So, this was a new thing to me, and I was so amazed when I saw this. That I told Kim about it, and she was like, "Yeah, dude, that's a thing." And I was like, "This is the first time I've ever seen it, and I enjoyed the hell out of it." I was hired to video it wasn't a wedding, but it gets played at weddings as well. It was a 16th birthday party, big event, family was there. Buffet, dancing. It might as well have been a 16-year-old wedding. With parental consent is legal in some states. Anyways. Like those like electric slide, like the one that they tell you
The
what
cha-cha
to do.
hustle, the electric slide, sure.
Yeah, but this
Everything
one
with
was like, I
construction.
don't know. It was the she's ugly, point her out. She's ugly, point her out. He's ugly, point him out. And these people were just having so much fun with it. They're like running around like the whole floor, just like there would be people sitting at tables like the far end of the corner, and they're like sprinting to it and just like pointing like aggressively, like he's ugly, point him out. And like it was like she's fat, point her out. And like I loved it, and I like got home and told Kim, I was like, "Hey, dude, they did this thing, and people were running around and pointing at everyone, and like this is so funny." She's like, "Dude, this is your first day on Earth? Like they play that
My first
everywhere."
day on Earth, apparently. I've never heard of this entirely. That sounds mean.
Everyone was having fun.
Okay. I don't want to play that game, but as long as they all had fun, I guess.
They had fun.
So
Everyone had fun. A lot of laughter, a lot of love in the room. So it started out with a lot of love in the room, and then became a lot of laughter. Yeah. So like I'm tight knit groups, I suppose.
Amen. So my two wedding songs, my go-tos with Kara. Number 1, absolutely not. Gimme Gimme by ABBA. Okay. Number 2, September, Earth, Wind and Fire. Those 2 are banging wedding songs to dance to.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah. Cool.
Very, very good.
Those are stellar choices.
They really are. Well, again, Kara and I have been to like 8 weddings now, and we always cut up the dance floor. That's what we do.
When they introduced them into the reception, did they have a song? What was their song?
Oh, Bring 'Em Out.
Okay.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I mean, yeah, man, we're millennials from 2005, class of 2005. That's an extremely appropriate song for a wedding for one of us. Yeah.
I obviously have thoughts on the institution of marriage. Everyone probably gathered.
Wow.
I have an opinion.
Like saying you're worried the Phillies are going to chase this weekend.
Oh, Danny, do you have an opinion? You know it.
In the affirmative? You know it's not.
I like what I like, man.
You are a very, very, very particular person, and that explains so much about your life. And I love that for you. I do.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. If I love something, I would people know that I would love it.
Yes, I agree.
You know,
when you love something, you love it hard and long.
I sure do. Sometimes sweaty.
Whatever it takes.
But like any yes, I'd come out any yeah. If I think about it, sometimes, even though I do have an opinion.
Sure.
I think the yes. Any song goes well at a wedding if it's the AAS. I said it weird, but you know.
You know what? Here's the thing, though. Nobody knows any of them except for Maps, and they heard Maps twice, 20 years apart. It's been crazy, but yes,
That is funny because I feel I just get berated by Maps. Like I hear
it's
Maps
on all the time now, and I'm like,
Yeah.
are we back in 2005? Like, what is going on right now? Am I playing Rock Band? Why am I hearing Maps? It's great. It's a phenomenal song, and I'm glad it's getting kind of like Gautier, like how it kind of got a little bit hot and then it faded, and then it got super hot for 20 minutes, and then it faded
Also,
again.
people would know more. Yeah.
I would hope so. I would.
They've got songs all over.
All right, we're meandering. Shall we get to love it?
We are meandering.
We are meandering. Danny, this week's love it or hate it. It's baseball related, but not Phillies related. So here we go. Watching playoff baseball that isn't your team. Love it or hate it.
It's tough.
I don't know how I feel. I agree with you. Go ahead.
I want to say love it. You want to sit here and be a baseball fan like in October baseball, playoff baseball rivals any other sports playoffs. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
We have we have 3 elimination game 3s going on today. That's amazing.
Right. And I will check out.
I'll watch the other 2.
So that's the thing. I will watch the Yankees Red Sox.
Oh my God, how do you not watch an elimination Yankees Red Sox game, man?
Maybe the Cubs. Maybe
I would like to see potential
what my
opponents,
evening ends up
but
happening.
that's my other point. Like, I could watch the NL games, but am I just going to psych myself out for when we play them potentially inevitably? Like, am I doing oppo research on teams that maybe we'll never get to see because we lose to the Dodgers? Like, so, and I know that the second the Phillies are out, I'm done watching baseball. I'm not.
Yes, I do that too. It takes me a lot to turn it back
hurts.
on after. It does hurt. It does.
When
hurt.
Arizona was down like 3-1, I watched the next game. You know, I wanted to watch Arizona lose the World Series for sure. But last year, dude, Dodgers versus Yankees, couldn't have cared less.
That's funny. That's funny because I did not watch a second of that Arizona Rangers, right? Arizona Rangers.
I watched them lose.
I did not watch.
It felt good.
I turned it on too.
I watched them not win the World Series. And that felt good after the Game 7 debacle.
But I did watch last year's NLCS. Okay. I watched it with the take it to the Mets, boys. Come on. I did.
All right. You watched as a Dodgers fan last year then. I get that.
Well, I did.
Think every Phillies fan would have that did watch. I couldn't watch baseball.
That last year's NLCS was way easier to watch than the 23 World Series.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely get that.
So yeah, I guess I love it. The reason I hesitated was the game 1 or the game 1s of the wild card. The wild card series started
1:00.
Well, today is on Tuesday, right?
Yeah,
on Tuesday at 1:00. It was 11 hours, 11 hours, 8 minutes, something like that of baseball. Whoa, my chair just went down and I distracted.
That's awesome.
11 hours and 8 minutes of baseball, starting at 1:00 on a Tuesday. Who's doing that other than Jason Stark, right? And degenerate gamblers.
And here's the thing, guys, like, you want us to watch your product. We work. We have lives. Spread it out. It's good for player safety, player health, all that crap that you claim to care about. And then we can actually watch them. Don't start anything before 3, all right? Like 3 p.m. Eastern time, fine. That'll work.
I know there was a lot of Philadelphia beating of the chest being, hey, we had 31,000 at an inter squad game, which was more than some of these wild card games. But I do think that was part of it, right? You're putting them on
6
1
p.m.
o'clock
inter squad start. That's a great point, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That is a really good point. I'd like to see the numbers for the 6 o'clock games in this series and see how that goes. Here's another thing, though, real quick, just to circle back because we're kind of meandering. But the one thing about the Dodgers, like, they did play the Reds at home. Dodgers didn't have to go away. So we'll see what happens when that happens. But, and again, the Reds were not real competition, and they still put up like 11 runs on that bullpen. I'm not, whatever. Danny, say the thing.
Oh, yeah, cool. Let's do it. Hey, everyone, we'll do better next week if there is a next week. I promise. Actually, let's address that real quick. We will drop when something happens, right? We will do a moratorium whenever that day happens, or we'll cover the parade if that day happens. So we don't know exactly when our last time will be, but you will. We will make it abundantly clear.
You're either going to get previews or postmortems.
Yeah,
those are the only two options at this point, folks.
Yeah.
So the next episode is going to be either a preview or a postmortem. We're not going in between series. We're going to wait until series are done, no matter what those series are, just like we did last year. We're not going to come in up to, down to. That's silly poppycock. Jack and James can do that stuff. We'll come to you at the end. All right.
Yeah. So that was our season. Thank you, everybody. We'll do better next season. I promise. And everyone knows an ant can't move a rubber tree plant.